I'm going to start by saying this is something very special, very historic, that you have probably never had. Not just this recipe, but this food item. You have probably never had.
I'm a little nervous now.
In fact, I'm going to go so far as to say I bet every 150 counselors in this camp have probably never had this in their life.
All right, now I'm almost
I'm nervous now.
No, I should have had food when my dad's chef.
As I mentioned, it's historic. It was very, very popular about 250 to, about 200 to about 100 years ago. It kind of ceased around about 1905 time frame. Okay, it stopped being it, but it was a staple for a certain population. Okay, it was very popular in the British Isles, England, Ireland, Scotland, Wales, and there were variations of it throughout all of Europe. What I have is, I made this directly from a specific recipe, a very historic recipe. What's also interesting about this recipe is this is the first recipe of a food item that was standardized in the UK. They had standards for coins and measurements, but they wanted this item to be exactly the same and served exactly the same everywhere it was served throughout the UK. So the recipe was standardized. Now during Christmas dinner, when they served this, you received traditionally either an apple or a tablespoon of butter with it.
Oh, time to go. Wait, what is it?
Hang on. Oh. I'm also going to say, I'm going to give you a hint. I'm going to give you a couple hints.
Okay.
Now, especially I think maybe older folks might recognize the movie about it. It was served breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. It was in the movie and the book. There's a famous scene where the person who was fed this asks for a second. May I have? Gruel!
Oh no!
This recipe is the original English orphanage gruel recipe.
Oh my God!
Yes. God. So come on up.
No wonder he said.
AJ's like, come on up. No, back up, please. I'll give you guys more. Oh, now the other thing I wanted to say, I'm sorry, this is for your, I think one of the categories is ease of making it. There are only 3 ingredients.
So
water,
sad.
flour, and salt. 3 olive oil in the movie. Ate this breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week, 365 days a year.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Okay.
I always envisioned gruel as being like oatmeal.
This is it. No.
I'll eat it.
Flour, salt, and water. Very easy to make. So I hope I get lots of points on that. Okay. Please. You sit.
Okay.
You know.
It's
not that bad.
I got to.
You can't leave until you finish the whole bowl.
I agree.
Okay, hold on. Let me get the expression on their faces.
I forgot their mail.
Oh, it's not that bad.
I'm joking.
Come on.
Yeah.
Look, if orphans can, it's not that bad. Keep going. And,
I think it might be that bad.
I'm happy to share the recipe also if you want.